So this is going to be a really quick one for you for adding more groove and interest to your drums. So I've been listening back to my track here and the claps are feeling a touch robotic, a bit stagnant to me, which is of course easily done when you're drawing them in via the mouse and they've got no kind of life to them. So I'm going to be using a technique that's going to add a bit more bounce to them so that they work against one another and create a rhythm in themselves. Have a listen before we get started. So there's nothing wrong with them. I really like the sound, but every single hit is the same. So the idea here is I'm going to make each clap different from the other. And as I said, we're going to kind of create a rhythm inside of the claps and the basic pattern that they're playing. Now, you can do this via a whole variety of techniques. You can automate parameters in the sampler or synth parameters. You can add effects. You can use layering. You can use velocity, anything you like with this. I'm actually going to be using a synth layer. I'm going to be using a plugin called Microtonic. Let me just play the sound that it's that I've put into it. And together. So you can hear it's fitting really nicely on the top of it, but I want to add some automation now to bring these claps to life. And the way I'm going to do it is with a particular parameter that you find in a lot of drum synths when it comes to synthesizing claps. It's an effect that I really like. It's just increasing the attack. Have a listen. So it's something a bit different compared to the normal thing that you hear. And I'm going to try and add that into the track. So first thing I want to do is just configure this so I've got it available for automation. And then we can get busy drawing this in. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to have A, B, A. In fact, let's do this differently. I'm going to have A, B, C, B. So what I'm going to do is have this one and this one remaining the same, and they will bounce off of these two, but I'm going to make these a little bit different as well, so they're kind of bouncing off each other. Let me draw this in and you'll hear what I mean. Okay, so that's cool. Let's go a little bit more on this one. And I'm just going to slice this. And now let's layer these up. Now this is way too loud, so let's bring it down. So you can hear how they've now got their own kind of groove and rhythm. I'm going to bring this down quite a bit more because it's way too loud. I just want this to be subtle. But let's zoom out now and we'll duplicate this across. Loop the section up and let's have a listen to how this is sounding with the other elements. Cool. So it's working really, really nicely for me. And this is such an easy technique for you to do. It's one of the reasons I love it. It adds a human touch to your drums. And you can use anything, like I mentioned, synths, samples, automation, velocity, whatever works for you. And it's instantly going to add more groove to your drums. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please do let me know how you get on in the comments. Until next time, have fun. Happy music making.